So today I've decided that it's time again for Clash of Code. Actually, all this stuff looks cool. I will try doing this. I still would like to solve the Minesweeper puzzle soon. Okay, but today is Clash of Code day. Okay, last week we did the events, which is like the where is it? Last week we did a featured puzzle, but this week there isn't a featured puzzle yet. So let us go to do Clash of Code. Oh, I'm almost there with my rank 118. Yeah, almost going to hit top 100. Okay, let's go. So, yep. And now we just wait for more people to join. So today I have about an hour to stream, and I hope I can solve as many problems as possible on Clash of Code. Okay, let's go. No, there's a lot of people. Okay, shortest mode. You've gotten tired of your chemistry teacher making you calculate the significant figures. Okay, sig figs, the degree of precision. All right, trailing zeros after a decimal are also significant digits. Okay, for example, this has four significant digits, this has only one. Okay, so basically everything after a zero will be a significant figure. Okay, number of significant digits in the provided input. Okay, so I guess what we need to do is basically to find the index, okay, of the first non-zero character. Okay, and then uh, we just need to print out what's the length of it. So if we can like scan a 5 here, or what we can do is we can just also like multiply. Okay, if the first digit is not 5, we can multiply it until we hit the significant figure. Like if it's not a 0, we can just keep multiplying this. Or another way is to just like to do a regex. I wonder if the regex method would work better. Yeah, if we do a regex for this regex method. Yeah, but if I do a regex, it's also not that great because like I want this thing here. I don't want it to be at the front. I want it at the back. So let's see. Okay, so let's just use Ruby first. Okay, we take in the string get s. Okay, and then we just basically need to find out the first index. Okay, index of regex in Ruby. Yeah, so we want to do like a regex Ruby regex. Okay, Ruby index of string with regex. Yeah, I think Ruby allows for indexing. Okay, so we could do this. Something that index a regex, right? Okay, yeah, we can do something like that. What does -3 mean though? Like index A E I O U 1 2. Why is it 5? 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I'm not too sure what this term means. Okay, I guess it means the third occurrence. Okay, so what we need to do is like this get s. Okay, something dot index. Okay, so string is get s, string dot index. Okay, and what we want is we don't want anything zero or dots. Okay, let's just print out this one. Okay, okay, we can do like string dot length minus string dot regex. Size nil can be converted into an integer. Okay, so Okay, let's just print this first. Print s is 0. Okay, so maybe we need to have a separate, yeah, so this will be 1. Yeah, so we add a space so that we give possible 2 for this index. So we do s dot length, s dot size minus, so this is 1 minus 1. Okay, so the trailing zeros example, I should print out the first one, 1. So let's, okay, so it prints out 0 when I do an index of this. Which is correct, so the index is 0, but my string size is 3, and over here I'm supposed to print out 1. Trailing zeros before a decimal are not significant. Oh, okay, so only when there's a dot here then it will be a significant. Oh, this is difficult. I cannot just use regex because like 100 here, these zeros are not significant. So hmm. Oh, this is a difficult test case. This will break the program. I mean, it should work. Okay, so I think this should work for everything else. Okay, except the trailing zeros one, because the trailing zeros itself. Okay, so now let's see how do we solve this. Okay, so if the back are all zeros like that, we need to count them as not significant. Okay, I guess what we need to do is we just need to find the s dot scan maybe. S dot scan, we need to scan this part at the back. So the regex symbol for the back is this. So any number of zeros. Okay, let's just print this. Okay, so this is nothing. Okay, I'm supposed to get some zeros here in if I were to scan this. Okay, so I got this. Okay, let's just add maybe a character that will never be taken as something. So yeah, if I do something something n, there will always be n at the back, right? Because then it'll be 00n. Okay, so if I were to scan this one and I do a size, okay, so this one will give me 1. Oh, okay, I must take the first element size. Okay, 0 gives me 1. Okay, 0 gives me 2 actually if it's a 0. Okay, so what I should do is I take the size of this. I should minus away the size of this. Okay, so now the only case that I need to take note of is the case for 0, because zero, I will double count this thing here. So let's see, how do I do this? Um, we don't want to count this thing as the first character, I guess. So the first non-zero index. Okay, let's try this. This is quite lengthy actually. If this index, okay, I'm just thinking whether there's an easier way to do this, because this is quite bad. It's not. I will get a zero case wrong. Maybe I just do a. I mean, I can just still keep all this here. Okay, so if s is zero, print s, else. This is yeah, I guess now it fails at the zero case. Okay. So I print zero. Nil cannot be Oh, this is great. Then the error message will be ignored. Okay, trailing zeros is 3. Okay, let's do this. We print this. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, that's weird. After I get 0, 0. I wonder why this doesn't work. Oh, it's dollar for the end of sentence. It's not. Okay, so if you want to scan this, it should be dollar. Okay, great. Now it prints out 1. Okay, so what I did is very simple. I did a 0, print s. Okay, if it's 0. Okay, if not, then we print out the s dot size. Okay, the size minus the first index of the non-zero character, and then minus the trailing zeros if any. Okay, I wonder if there's a shorter way to do it. I don't know whether I can do this. Okay, I guess there's not much time left. I'll just make do with this. Yeah, I'm just submitting it. Oh no, it didn't work. Okay, I guess I must have made a mistake somewhere in this. Well, see, this is what happens when they put shortest mode. Then you overthink it. It'll be very easy to do just if else. Yeah, so like this C++, you just basically scan until the dot, and then you just check whether it reaches or not. Like, so the significant digits after the dot, then you can just check after the dot how many more are there. Yeah, so I'm not too sure why this regex thing didn't work. I have a feeling that their test case includes characters that are not in the training set, which is like your it probably includes like stuff that doesn't really make it a number, like maybe 1E9 or something like that. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it didn't work because it definitely worked for all the, and you see everyone has 25%. So it probably means that their test case is yeah, I'm not too sure why this didn't work. But I mean the code, if I were to run it like this to find the significant digits in the text, I would do it something like this if I were to do it normally. Okay, I'm not too sure what he's actually coding because this is bad syntax by the way, but this is usually done for shortest mode. Okay, because you don't really define the variables clearly. So if you were to write a code properly, use nice names for this. So look for the size of the input text. Okay, if you find a dot, okay, then you put p equals to I plus 1, which I guess is where the dot is, and f equals to 1. Okay, what does it print out in the end? It prints out c. Okay, if there's a dot, okay, I guess f stands for a boolean of whether there's a dot. If there's a dot, and then like basically just count the number of uh, you start at where the dot is, okay, and you count the number of non-zero characters after the dot. Okay, no idea. Yeah, I really think that the problem itself is not very well specified because I know that my regex method would work for all the test cases that are defined, okay, in the problem statement. So if it doesn't work out, it probably just means that there are some extra cases that are not being tested by the test case, okay, that appeared in in the final output set. So there might be some characters that the regex couldn't process, okay, because I opted for a regex based method in order to save on the if else statements that would otherwise be necessary if you use a loop method like that to find where the decimal place is. Then you find the number of non-zero digits after the decimal place. Yeah, but I mean, based on the problem statement, it's like 5.000 is considered four significant figures. Oh, maybe that's why. Yeah, I think I know the error now. Because if you have a dot, like you don't count the dot as a significant figure, right? Yeah, so I think that's where the code failed. Yeah, so maybe the regex approach, I need to use more lines. Oh well, okay, move on to the next one. Fastest mode. Okay, let's go to Python. You must evaluate a mathematical expression. Okay, 1 plus 2 times 3 will result in 9. Okay, so you must do the 1 plus 2 first. Okay, sure. Only digits 0 to 9. Okay, so basically we just keep looping for the digits. Okay, so very simple. It's only 0 to 9, so like total equals to 0. So what we do is, okay, maybe total equals to int s 0. Okay, for so we then take in operators like this, like plus 2 like that. For next car, in total. Okay, sorry, in S1 onwards. Okay, actually what I should do is for I in range length S, okay, and we start from 1, okay. So I guess what I can do is I can do an eval, right? Total equals to eval string I plus string total, actually string total plus the whatever is in here, s I to I plus 2. So this will give me the like 1 plus 2, right? And then I'll just print out total. I wonder if this will work. Let's just try it out. Okay, if the eval doesn't work, then I'll just hard code the manipulation here. Okay, let's just print total. Yeah, let's just see this. So it's 1 and then it did 3. Okay, then unexpected end of file. Print s I to I plus 2. Let's see this. Okay, plus 2, and then over here, oh, okay, there's an issue here because this is 2 times. So I need to do with every 2 here. Okay, looks like it's correct. Okay, so I need to like do for every 2 characters. Okay, so something went wrong here. So let's see. We print out this 2. So like, okay, so my is a 0 plus over here. Okay, let's see what this code actually does. Oh, they tricked me. Okay, I mean, I thought it's only digit 0 and 9. Okay, but it can be any number. Okay, it can be any number until the operator. So what we need to do is we need to keep looping until the operator, then we do the evaluation. Okay, so let's redo the code. Okay, so I in range. Okay, actually we can just put range len s. Okay, so total equals to 0, number equals to 0. Okay, so actually we can just do like this for each in s. Okay, if each in times plus minus times divide. Okay, each in plus minus times divide. Okay, then what we do is we will do like operator equals to. Okay, okay, and then after that what we do is we will do this total equals to eval total string total plus, okay, string operator plus string number. Okay, because we will do the operation. Okay, perform the operation. Else, okay, after we perform the operation, we will set our number to be 0. Else number, okay, plus equals to number time equals to 10. Number plus equals to the integer of this. Okay, so we can just do this. Okay, this one will be otherwise find out the number to multiply to do the operation on. Okay, so actually at the end of this, okay, at the end of this thing here, yeah, so I do the operation first, then I will save the next operator here. Okay, so actually at the end of this, we should actually add in maybe a plus operator or something so that we can like do the final operation. Okay, let's try. Unexpected end of file. Okay, 0 0. Okay, so each in this, so it should print out like 1. Okay, let's just print out each number op and total. So each is 1, the number is 0. Okay, Then we do a plus. Okay, the number is 1. Okay, then they say that it's not a end of file. Okay, so eval string total, which is should be 0 plus this 1 plus string number. Okay, let me just print this out just to see how it looks like. Zero, 1. Okay, my string OP seems to be empty. Okay, so I think I need to put this as a plus first. Okay, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus. Okay, so this looks correct. Looks like this has done the job of this is like creating a calculator, right? If you ask me, yeah. So let's try all test cases and see whether it works. Oh no! This is an easy thing to solve. Divisions always result in an integer. Don't need to round. Don't worry about dividing by 0. Okay. All right. This is like asking you to implement a calculator actually. I mean, another way to do it will be to add brackets to the numbers and then use the eval operator to evaluate the whole expression. So what I opted to do is instead to just basically every time I encounter a plus minus, hi friend, right, FR23ND, yeah. If you have any questions about how I code, please feel free to ask. Yeah, I'm just trying to like actually this for it's for fun for me. Yeah, trying to push my rank up to top 100 in Clash of Code, which has been very competitive recently, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So what I opted to do was every time I sense like a number, sorry, an operation, I then do whatever that's stored in my catch, which is this number that I obtained earlier. Okay, and I do my operation on the total itself. So we just keep taking the total value and then we do the operation with the new number that we have received. Okay, then we reset the number and we set the operation like if let's say like 2 plus 3. So we know that the next time we encounter a punctuate, next time we encounter an operation, we need to do this operator. Yeah, then if not, then we find out which number is the next number to do it on. So I needed to add this plus here at the end so that this code will be triggered and I can do the final evaluation. Yeah, of course you can. No, I mean they don't really teach you how to do Python. Okay, but I guess if you play Clash of Code, or you can try the easy puzzles, you are forced to learn Python by like searching for what you want to find out on Google. Like what I did, like in order to find like regex, I actually need to like search online if I'm not too familiar with those stuff. So actually, I would say that it's quite good. I learned stuff like C++ by just doing the puzzles and Clash of Code. Yeah, because you are forced to learn when you need to solve a problem. I always believe like learning by practical examples. Of course, it'll be easier also if you just like read a guidebook. Yeah, which you can do concurrently also. So you like you see what language you like. Python is definitely good to learn. Yeah, plus Python is used for a lot of things. Yeah, hope that answers your question. Okay, Timmy likes playing with number readers and challenges you. Okay, given the result and directions, find out what starting number was given. Okay, so oh, this is a simulation thing. Multiply by 5, divide by, you see people give up so easily. Yeah, divide by what, add what, subtract what. Okay, so this is the ending number, and then these are the number of directions. So I guess we need to do like multiply, divide. So it's like, okay, what are the operations? Multiply, divide, add, subtract, and p power of. Oh, so you need to do square root, and then this is the square root of. So this is like root 2, I guess. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of things to code. Okay, so I guess we need to sort this out in the reverse order. We need to start from like here, like 1 to 1. Power 2 means we do root 2. Yeah. So we basically reverse the order. Add means subtract. Okay, then like multiply means divide. Yeah. So in the end, like 50 divided by like 10, you get 5. So I guess that is actually difficult. Like Okay, let's see. Python square root to any power. Okay, actually we can just use the to the power of exponent. We can type to the power of one third. That's a yeah yeah. I think we don't need to use the input function. We can just use a star star. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, by doing this. Okay, so we want to like sort of do some manipulation. Actually, we can do it later. Okay, we first need to store in an array. So maybe like directions equals to this. Okay, then we do directions dot append, and then we append in this tuple di, d being the direction, and then I being the number. Okay, then basically what we do is we have the ending number e, right? So for for direction and num, okay, for di in directions, okay, this is the tuple. We can also do it like that, di in directions. Okay, and then what we do is we apply the opposite of what has been given to the n number. Okay, so I guess I need to do an if for this. If d is p, okay, if it's power, what I do is I will do a square root instead. Okay, so what I'll do is e equals to e to the power of, okay, 1 over I. Okay, this power 2 means I do a square root 2. Else, if d is roots, okay, e equals to e to the power of I. Okay, else if d is multiply, I will do a divide. Okay, if d is a divide, I will do a multiply. Okay, if d is a sum, a subtract, I will do an addition. If d is an addition, I will do a subtract. Okay, and then at the end, I will just print out the integer of this number, which is converts back to an integer. Okay, so I failed test 1. Okay, let's dissect why we failed. Okay, minus 40. So oh, okay, I need to apply in the reverse order. Okay, so that was a mistake by me. I needed to reply in the reverse order, so we can just do it like that to reverse the list of operations. Okay, we are done. So yeah, that's actually that was pretty difficult, this one. Oh, I failed by one test case. I wonder why. Yeah, but the idea is similar. You just do a reverse and then you just do the operations like that. Now I wonder why I failed the test case. I thought I solved it. Today has been a weird day. I keep getting failed test cases, although I solved all the training set completely. I guess this is what a machine learning algorithm would feel. You give it all the training set, it gives it perfect training error, very low training error, but when you try to extrapolate it somewhere else, then it gives you weird results. Yeah. So it's either the input cases are not that great, or I failed to understand the question. No idea. But either way, I was quite satisfied with my solution. It's just a reverse implementation of the instructions given to you in the question. Okay, let's try another problem. This is new, Grigori, but we've been in the same classes for a while. Okay, New York driver's licenses encode a person's date of birth in the final 5 digits. Last 2 digits indicate the year, and the 3 preceding digits code the month and the day of birth. Using this weird formula, 63 times month plus 2 times day. Okay, and the month is 0 to 11. Okay, let's see. Translate the driver's license into a date of birth. Okay, so we have the last 2 digits indicate the year. The 3 preceding digits code the month and day using this formula. Okay, all right, so we need to dissect what's the day, month, and year. Okay, so let's see. The last 2 digits indicate the year, right? So basically then this whole thing here would indicate the three preceding digits code the month and day of birth. Three preceding digits means this three, right? Okay, so what we can do is like this. We can do year equals to n minus 2, okay, and then the three preceding digits is like what do you call that, month year combo. Let's call it month year combo, okay. Monday combo is the same as like this three here, so three preceding digits, right? So 0 1 2 3 4. I guess what I can do is I can also do it like that, -5 to -2. Let's just see whether I extracted the stuff correctly. Yep, correct. So what I need to do now is I need to find out how to interpret the month and year, month and day from this formula here. So 63 times month plus 2 times day. So basically we need to do like divide by 63. So let's see. Okay, so what we can do is month and day equals to month day combo. Okay, one is if I divide by 63, okay, that will be the month plus 1 because months from 1 to 12, and the day will just be month day combo percent 63. Okay, which will give me this part here because 2 times day, the day is up to 31. Okay, so 63 will always be like the highest, so we can just do it like that, monday combo divided by 2, that will be the day. Okay, I wanted the day. Okay, so what we do now is we just print, okay, months, day, no, day, month, day, year, separation is a slant. Okay, so we are almost there. We just need to convert this to integers instead of just to make sure I just put the whole thing in integers. Okay, done. So yeah, that was how to code this. These problems are getting more tricky. Yeah, so the trick part of this question is the difficult part of this question was how to get this 63 for the month. So you need to know that if you do a modulo 63, you can get the day times 2, which is this part here. Then you can divide by 2, get the day. And for the month, you can just do a floor divide by 63 to get the numerator of like the number of months. Okay, and then you plus 1 because it's from 0 to 11. But in reality, the months are from 1 to 12. So we add 1 here. Okay, so this was it's pretty alright. Yeah, I think this is a fair clash. It's not a bad clash, I would say. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay, fastest mode again. N number of points. Every point consists of x and y. You have to determine if the points make a straight line, and if they make a straight line, whether it's diagonal, horizontal, or vertical. If it's not a straight line, print the first point which deviates from the line. Okay, sure. So this is like a diagonal point. Okay, so I guess what we need to do is we need to find the difference between x and y, right? So if I is 0, okay, we need to store the first x. I is 1, okay, difference is equals to, okay, I guess we can do this for everything, so we can just do like that, xy is equals to x minus first x. Okay, and then basically, why is this like that? Okay, it shouldn't be a problem because we can, okay, so if the difference, Okay, I guess I cannot do like that because I think it's possible to have it unordered. So it's like if you, yeah, it's possible to have it unordered. I cannot just take the difference. I need to do some form of sorting. Okay, let's just do the sorting first, I guess. So let's do my list. Okay, and then we do my list dot append xy. Okay, my list equals to sorted my list. Print my list. Okay, so let's see. I want it to print out in sorted order so that I can do the algorithm that I wanted to do. So like this, I sort it by the x coordinate, and then after that the y coordinate. So this is great. Uh, it's great that Python has an inbuilt sorted function like this. So you see, if let's say the points are similar like that, okay, if let's say the x or y coordinate is similar, okay, I just need to find the next coordinate that deviates from this. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, so what we need to do? Mm, actually, I don't need to do this sorted thing. I realized something. I don't have to do this. I can do back my original one. So okay, if I is 0, okay, then first x first y equals to xy. Okay, else if I is 1, okay, first what we can do is if x equals to first x, okay, then what we can do is okay, we have a type over here, uh, line type equals to blank. Okay, if x is first x, line type is, it will be horizontal because it's the same x coordinate, then it will be vertical. Else if x y is first y, line type equals to horizontal. Else if y if x minus first x, I wonder if the diagonal lines only allow for like real diagonals, or can they do like they can do oblique diagonals like this 12 2, that is a diagonal also. Else x, so the actually the next one will be else diff x equals to x minus first x. Okay, and diff y will be y minus first y. The line type will be diagonal. Okay, else, okay, okay, if line type is vertical, okay, let's say if it's a wrong point, how do I print out? What's the format? Do I 3 4? Okay, so like over here this is a diagonal line, but this one did not correspond to it. So what we can do is okay, let's do the vertical line first. Let's do the vertical line first. This is a difficult problem actually. uh, if we do a vertical line first, here the diagonal, the minimum sum will be 1 1, right? But if it's like 12 0, the GCD will be 0. Okay, let's do the vertical line first. If line type is vertical, if x, okay, not equals to first x, okay, prints, okay, x, y, okay, then exit 0. Okay, else if line type is horizontal, okay, if y not equals to first y, okay, print x, y, then we exit 0 also. Else, okay, this means that it's a diagonal line, okay, So we have the difference of x and the difference of y. Okay, so what we can do is we can do like a ratio. Okay, so like if x minus first x, okay, divided by difference x not equals to y minus first y divided by difference y, if not in the same ratio, okay, then we also print this, print xy and exit 0. Okay, there's a lot of redundant code here. Actually, I think I can shorten it. Okay, so if we haven't exited already, okay, we just need to print out line type at the end. Okay, let's see whether this works. Okay, good. Yeah, so basically it's just to find out from the first 2 points whether the line is it horizontal or vertical, and then after that, based on whether you find out whether it's horizontal or vertical, okay, if it's horizontal and vertical, we need to make sure that the x points are always going to match whatever you see on the first x, and the y points are always going to match what you see in the first y. Okay, and we deduce this on the first point. We deduce what kind of line it is. All lines will either be vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. It will have to be one of them. Okay, because the diagonal, they allow for any kind of slope. Okay, then after that, if it's vertical, we just need to keep making sure that this holds. Horizontal, we need to keep making sure that this holds. But if it's a diagonal, then we need to keep making sure that this holds. Okay, the ratio of the x and y needs to be the same. Okay, so it's a difficult problem. Yeah. Yeah, this is very difficult, this problem. Yeah. It stumped me for a bit actually. Okay, I think this should be like more or less my last problem for today. My last or second last. We see how long this problem takes. Given an input sequence and a positive integer n, sort those integers in the sequence that are divisible by n. The positions of the integers in the list are not divisible by n should be unchanged in the output. The sorted elements need to be shifted around. Okay, I don't quite get this question. Okay, given an input sequence and positive integer n, sort those integers into a sequence that are divisible by n. Okay, let's see the example. N, okay, so each element mod 9 appears in ascending order. Integers and lists not divisible by n should be unchanged in the output. Okay, so 2, I guess it's only the even numbers, so it's like 2, 4, 6, 8. So those that cannot be divided are not changed. Okay, so first we need to find the indexes of the elements that are divisible by this n. So sequence equals to input dot split, I guess. Yeah, dot split, and then we want to also map the integer to this input dot split. We put it into the list. Okay, let's like that. Okay. All right. So, I mean, just to let you see how this looks like, I'm just converting this into a list of numbers with this function here. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to first find the index of the sequence that are divisible by n. So like what we can do is we need to find those sequences that are divisible by n. So divisible equals to x if x percent n, okay, x in sequence. Okay, so these are the list of numbers that are divisible. Okay, this will be the maybe we have it as index instead. So like maybe Divisible would be like I if sequence I for x in range length sequence. Okay, so we can best print out divisible. Oh, I need to do an else also. Mm, none. List object is not callable. Oh, oh, this should be sequence I like that. I wonder if I change it to like that, what will happen? Yeah, this doesn't really solve the problem per se. I guess one way to do it is I can import numpy, okay, and then what I can do is I can do this as an np.array. Okay, let's print out the sequence to see whether this is possible first. Sequence. Okay, I need to do the list. Okay, one thing of using np.array is I can do this kind of things like a global a global operation on the array. So unmatch. Oh, I missed out a list bracket here. Okay, so I do have a sequence now. Okay, this is my np.array. And then if I do a sequence 0, okay, so let's say if I want to do like sequence equals to 0, something like this, it will give me false, true, false, true, false. And then I can even do something like this. Sequence this. This will give me the elements that can divide. Okay, then now I can sort this thing. Okay, I can sort. So like I can do like my sorted list equals to this one. Okay, this that's why I love np arrays, because if you use normal lists you can't do this kind of what do you call that, broadcasting. Yeah, it's very difficult to do broadcasting. Yeah, so np.array is much better for this kind of broadcasting operations, and that's why also like if you use stuff like TensorFlow or PyTorch, you know, that kind of stuff, they also use broadcasting rules in their tensors. Okay, so let's see sequence. Okay, so this is my sorted list, and I sort it out like that. The oh, I did not print out my sorted list. Okay, so very simple. Okay, what I need to do now is I need to replace the sequence with the sorted list. So I need to, okay, for each in sequence, okay, so we have an index. So we call that sorted index is 0. Okay, for each in sequence, okay, if each in my sorted list, okay, then what we do is we will change it, we will print out, or we can do like something like final sequence. Okay, if each is my sorted list, final sequence, okay, we add in, or we can do that dot append, we add in, okay, my sorted list sorted index, then we also do sorted index plus equals to 1. Okay, else final sequence dot append, okay, we append the original sequence itself, we append each. Okay, then we in the end we just print out. Okay, actually no, I don't need to do this separation, we just print out this. So if it can be divided, then we replace with the sorted version of the output. Like here 2468 will be sorted instead of 8642. If not, we will output the original one. Yeah, this question not very well stated, but either way I think I should have solved the problem already. Okay, looks good. Yeah, so this is how we solve it. I mean, instead of using an np.array, I can also like look through the list, and then I just check this condition, and then I add them into another list, and then I sort that list. So that's an alternative. You need not do this but I thought it was quite cool if we can just do like that. Yeah. So actually, maybe it is possible to, instead of doing this, I can even use like this sequence masking in order to like add the right elements into the sequence. I could have done. I did. This could be shortened into one line, I think. Hello, Avito. I like Python seems so easy and fast to code, but I'm uni and companies want Java and C++. Then it really depends on what you want to work as. Okay. Python is mainly for machine learning. Java, C++ maybe for backend applications. You want speed. Yeah. In fact, I would say that it's harder to code in C++ than in Python. So if you want to learn, I would recommend. I personally prefer C++. I mean, it's more concise, but yeah, it depends. Yeah, C++ has standard containers which do a lot of what Python can do. But Python is like C++ on steroids. Yeah, so Python is much more simpler to learn. Yeah, yeah. OOP is it can be tough. OPS. Sorry, what's OPS? I mean, no OOP as in object-oriented programming. Yeah. So it really depends on what you want to do. If your work that you want to do requires C++, then go and learn it. Yeah. I mean, Python is a general purpose language useful for a lot of things. You can even code your website backend using Django on Python. I quite like Python. Yeah, Python is the one of the nicest language. You can try the bot programming competition here in CodinGame. So for the bot programming, typically if I use Python to code, I will get around silver to gold, low gold. But if you change the algorithm to C++, it's easily high gold. Okay, because C++ the optimization is much faster. Your code runs faster. Yeah. If you want to design software, I think you might still have to use C++. I mean, if your software is time sensitive, you need to optimize it. C++ is still, as much as we hate the verbosity of C++, okay, it is still the benchmark standard for like processing speeds. I mean, of course, if you do in the machine language like Go, it probably is faster, but it's very painful to do it. Okay, let's try to do this question. Okay, in a chess club, people can bring chess pieces to sell. Cost of piece is the chess value of 1, 9 for queen, 5 for rook, 4 for king, 3 for bishop and knight, 1 for each pawn. Multiplied by 100 in the event that set does not include a king, or 200 if it does. Okay, all right, so okay, I guess what we need to do is we just need to count. Okay, so queen, we can just do this. Q, R, K, B, knights, KN, I call it KN. How do they do knight though? N for knight. So we follow the notation. P and Q K B N P R. Q K B Q K B N P R. Q K B N P R. Okay. It is actually very lecturing to do this. Oh well. I mean, the other way is to use vars and like look through an index for a string. Okay, and then what we need to print is we need to print the value, right? So we need to print, okay, 100 or 200. Okay, uh, king, whether there's a king or not. So if there's a king, then it will be, if there's a king, it will be 200, right? So if k is greater than 0, then it's 200. So if k is 0, then it will be the first index, this one, times the value of my pieces, 9 for the queen, okay, 9 times q plus 5 times rook plus 4 times the king plus 3 for the bishop and knight, 3 times bishop plus 3 times knight plus pawn. Okay, Okay, so it's pawn. I should get 100, but my king is 0. I should print 100 here. It seems like I'm always like under printing. So if k equals 0, or okay, so in this case I should make it like k greater than 0, then it'll be like 1, or true value of 1. Yeah, it is. Actually, I think you're right. If I use a dictionary, it probably can be faster coded. Yeah, so maybe the top few languages, they use a dictionary, and you're right, they use a dictionary, and then you do a map of the dictionary, and then they did a reduce to just add all the. This is very nice. I like this code. And then if there's a k, then you times 2. So it's a very nice code to use dictionary in. Yeah, so another way of using dictionary is like using the switch statement, okay, which is like the old day dictionary. The modern day dictionary is a dictionary, but the old day thing is a switch statement. It's used in C. Actually, the syntax is very similar to that in C. Yeah, Java. This Java. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. And then this ternary operation will decide whether I like all this code. Very well done actually. These people, they are great. All right. My last problem for the day. After this, I probably got to go. So let's see what nice stuff that awaits us for this. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, fastest mode. Okay. Yeah, I'm in uni. I'm in National University of Singapore. I'm doing some research on deep learning stuff. So a coding game is something that I find quite fun to do, like especially the AI programming. Yeah, Clash of Code is for fun actually. Yeah, I let's see. The imposter wants to kill all crewmates from his ship as cooldown between each kill. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, number of crewmates, amount of time, cooldown between each kill. True, and then the integer the time needed or time he spent. What does it mean by the time he spent killing them sooner? Oh, so it's like the leftover time, I guess. Yeah. So if let's say the crewmate is this amount, crewmate, the integer time with the amount of time he has. Oh, Adam Crew. I don't. I mean, I know there's an Adam Crew Academy, but I don't know him personally. Are you talking about that academy? Yeah. But anyway, let's try to solve this problem. So the crewmates time and cooldown between each queue. So like 20 crewmates, the time he has is 200, and cooldown between each queue is 10. So I guess it's just like 20 times 10, right? Yeah. So total time equals to crewmate times cooldown. Okay. If the time smaller than total time, or rather if total time smaller than time, print. Actually, I could just print this, right? And then also then I just also need to print in the absolute value of time minus total time. Time smaller than total time. So whether I have sufficient time. Okay, I think I know why. It should be total time smaller equals to time. Okay, done. Yeah. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, so basically it's just a calculation of whether your like individual crewmate times cooldown is it smaller equals to the time itself. If not, you print the difference. Yeah, that's is actually what the program asks you to do. Yeah. That Abito, regarding your question, I don't know him personally. Yeah, but yeah, I think it is I mean it's good to know people. just don't know everyone in NUS, I guess. Yeah, I mean it's hard to know. Also, it's such a big university. Yeah. Okay, not actually. I think that's all for today. I've got to go already, and I hope I learned something from this. See you all again soon. Okay, bye, Brand. Bye.